So welcome back, and let me tell you about my first day at Mount Shasta since the last time I was here. So I was flying out of Vancouver to Victoria, Victoria to Seattle, Seattle to Sacramento, and then I'd have a 3.5 hour drive to Mount Shasta. That's the route I was supposed to take. So my daughter came home late in the evening. She flew in from California. We stayed up till 2 in the morning with a glass of wine and laughing our faces off. I mean, we were laughing like nobody's business. And we had a really good time. It was lovely because we had had some riffs and it was nice to heal it all. So then I got up at 4:30 in the morning. It was supposed to be, and I guess I had had a bit too much wine because I set the alarm for 4:50 instead of 4:30, which gave me no time. In fact, if I had left right at that moment, I would I'd still 5 minutes late for that 1 hour interval to get the plane. You have to be there 1 hour in advance with a local flight. And so I was panicking. I literally brushed my teeth, washed, and I was dressed and out the door, hailing a cab. And I got to the airport fine, but en route to the airport, I realized, oh no, I forgot my computer. Here I had all these plans to finish my book and to write it all up and be on the computer. And then, normally I would have been upset by this, right? Normally I would have thought, oh, way to go, Carrie. And I would have cursed myself, blah, blah, blah. Instead, this time I thought to myself, well, maybe I'm not supposed to have the computer in Mount Shasta. Maybe I'm supposed to do it a different way. Maybe by way of video. So then I get to the airport. I just saw a mouse run across the room. Oh, he's running. He's so little. My goodness, he's cute. So this is what I'm talking about with fear, right? I actually have no fear with mice. He is really little. He's cute. Okay. Whew. Interruptions. So I flew from Vancouver to Victoria. And then my flight from Victoria to Seattle was an hour delay. Well, that messed up my flight from Seattle to Sacramento. So I get to Seattle and they say, sorry, can't make this flight. You're going to have to go backwards up to Portland and then from Portland back down to Sacramento. Didn't realize that I could have actually just rented a car in Portland and driven down. Wasn't thinking. But actually I was, because it turned out that on the Portland flight, I actually met someone that was really interesting. He works for Microsoft. He's married, has 2 kids. There was nothing like that between us. It was just mind, We really got along intellectually. And he was really a unique man. So I think that we'll end up working together. I don't know how quite yet, but he does algorithms and studies of for foster children and for molestation and stuff like that. And it just happened that I'm one of the biggest experts in Canada on pedophilia, and I've amended 14 laws to protect children. So here we are sitting with one another, and listen, buddy, you've got to go. He just came right up to my bed. Yeah, oh my God. He literally came right up here. I should show you. Okay, next time I'll show you. Because he's hiding behind there right now. He'll come. I'll show you. That was funny. He was going to jump on the bed. Okay, so anyways, I was thinking when I was bouncing around on all these flights, it took me 12 hours flying time to get from Vancouver to Sacramento, which should be like, 5-hour flight? 12 hours. And anyways, so this is getting to be boring. I'm sorry. I'm not talking very well. So I finally get to Sacramento. I get in a car and I drive all the way back up to Mount Shasta. Incredible. What was really beautiful was that there were 2 people here getting the house ready for me. Jenny, who lived here for a couple of weeks, and Michael, who lived here for 9 months. And they both had different opinions on how I should run things and stuff, but it was just really beautiful that they were here to take care of me. So I was really grateful for them, and I told them that, thanks for taking care of me. I really appreciate that. See, I had pesto. Whew, it's burping up. So it was really nice to be taken care of. And when they left, I said out loud, "So when do the lessons begin?" Because I had a feeling I'd be here and I'd hear lessons and I'd feel lessons. And and so immediately a mosquito started to buzz around me. And I was thinking, there he goes. I don't know if you just saw him. There he is. He's running back and forth. Oh my goodness. He's peeking out. There, see? There he is. He's right at the edge of the bed. Where are you, buddy? Yeah, there you are. You going behind the bed? Where are you? And what are you doing here? I have had a full day. I really don't want a rodent jumping on me in the middle of the night. And he's behind my bed. Good God. Okay, anyways, let's grab this and I'll go into the kitchen and we'll talk there. Because that little guy really is determined to be on my bed with me. Anyways, so a mosquito is buzzing me. And I was shooing it away and I just was about to slap it and kill it. And I heard, "No, don't do it." And I thought, really? A mosquito? And then I thought, wait a minute, this is the lesson. When you can actually start to unconditionally love the smallest of insects, especially ones that bite, when you can actually love that little insect unconditionally, that's when you have mastered unconditional love. So I thought to myself, do I want to master unconditional love? Absolutely. So this mosquito would land on me and I just kind of brush it away like, okay, I love you, but time to go. And then I thought, well, you know what? It needs to bite me in order to survive. And then it will go off and it will feed bats or frog by giving its life up. I'm not giving my life up. I'm just giving a little bit of blood. And one of my biggest fears was my father had malaria, right? I always had a fear of mosquitoes. So to volunteer to let myself being bitten by a mosquito was probably one of the hardest things. That really was trust for me, that I was safe, that I'm loved, that I'm not going to get sick from this, and that I am allowing this mosquito to have a little droplet of my blood so it can go on and be part of the food chain. Because, like I said, it's going to then become food for a frog. The frog will become food for, I don't know, a fox. And then the fox will become food for a cougar. And then the cougar will probably die and it'll become flies and mosquitoes again. And it becomes that cycle of life, all starting with a droplet from my blood. So my blood actually contributes greatly to the entire food system. With that thought, all of a sudden it was like, okay, you know what? I can do this. I can allow this little mosquito to have a single drop. So I held my hand out, and I don't think you can see here, but there's ever so slightly, where is it? Right there. Ever so slightly, a little mark. But this is the first time I've had no welt. I've had no allergic reaction, nothing to it biting me. It came in, it landed, I felt a little pinch, and then I could watch its bum going up and down and up and down. But I was watching it and how intricate it was, because it would take its antenna out and then it would wash it with its front legs. And then I felt a second prick It actually went in for a second time. I thought, you son of a gun. No, it's not, you son of a gun. You know what? It's, okay. You just need some more. Okay. But any time now, because it was on me for a good 5-10 minutes. And I said, I'm making the agreement that you can have a bit of blood as long as all the other mosquitoes leave me alone. Okay? And that was the agreement we made. And I haven't had any other bites. So anyways, it left. And while it was there, though, I actually sent this little mosquito love. I was like, look at how beautiful it is. Like its long legs and the way that it was cleaning its antenna. I thought, Creator really is magnificent to be that intricate in that little tiny of a creature. And how it then becomes, part of the food chain is absolutely bloody marvelous, really, when you think of it. So I found that I sent love to this little mosquito going, oh my God, you are actually so beautiful and so magnificent in your structure, right? It's really unique. Well, at that moment, that was when the lesson came, and that was when you can love the most tiniest of creatures, especially ones that bite you, and you can love them unconditionally. That's when you are mastering unconditional love. Well done. So I was like, yes, I did it. First lesson down. So then we have a little mouse trap over there. It's a live mouse trap, not a dead one. And back home in Souk, I had the dead type. And they go and kill them. And I thought, so I've gone from mosquitoes to now mice. Now, I was going to bed last night and I heard the trap go and I could hear this little one scurrying. I thought, oh my goodness, you're in there. It's going to be a long night for you. You know what? I'll just get up now. So I got up. It was pitch black out. I mean, I'll show you. Pitch black. Can you see how dark it is? It's absolutely amazing. And so I went out with my slippers and with the little cage, and I opened the door, and out it went. It went running. It was so scared I could feel its heartbeat going, ba 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 ba. It was so cute. So came back to bed. Wouldn't you know it, a few minutes later, caught another one. So I left it overnight, actually, because I was just too tired at that point. And when I got up, it was gone. And now it's at the base of my bed. Nighttime's coming. They came in, and it's at my bed. And it's about this big. Oh, boy. So, anyways, so I went to bed. And then I woke up. As I was just falling asleep, the bed started to move. And it was doing a blah. And then I woke up. Can you see a bruise on my arm? Bruise there and a bruise here. And look at my elbow. That was all last night. That's what I woke up with. Here, there. And then on this side as well, whoops, just starting. You can see a little bit of a bruise there. 2 bruises actually. And nothing underneath. But this one, holy mackerel, that was a good size print. And same with this one. So I woke up with those. That was interesting. And I've had a lot of alien abduction stuff. I've talked a little bit about it, but this one, that was a good one. And I felt, that I was taken for a bit. So I had really interesting dreams, very loving, very wonderful. Woke up in the morning. It was 7:30. And I got a phone call to go into politics back home. And I'm actually thinking about it. Yes, I'm pretty woo-woo. Yes, I've had some pretty far-out experiences. But I think that if politics is going to change, we have to change the people that are going into politics, and they have to be more compassionate and loving and unconditionally loving and not have the old agendas of the past. So I'm actually seriously thinking about it. On top of that, I went into the city, and what an adventure that was. So I'll start a new video on my second day in Shasta. I'll be back.